What's going on, YouTube modeling community? Pappy here at West Georgia Rods and Customs. Happy New Year's Eve to everyone. Hope everyone has a safe and happy New Year's Eve. Bringing in 2022. Going to be ringing that in. Hope next year. I sure would like a peek at 2022 and see what's going to happen. But all we can do is just hope and pray for a better year. But I want to give y'all a final on the 1940 Ford Moonshine Runner. This is the build that I've been doing as part of the Unified Scale Automotive Content Creators of YouTube. Boy, that's a mouthful. But really have enjoyed doing this. This got started out right before the ACME. Everybody, I know Lucas C. and Mark Batson, all of us kind of we got to talking right before we went to ACME about doing this, and I was just like, yeah, sure, count me in. And this was before I even knew I had a kit. So thanks to my good buddy Brian Gugamos at BG's Models, he shipped me one out, and I sat on it for a while with really no inspiration of what I was going to do as far as, how I was going to do it. A lot of people was like, Pappy Pro Street it, Pappy Pro Mod it, Pappy. I was just like, you know what? I don't know. I'm going to have to let the kit speak to me. So one afternoon, I was here in the model shop, and I was watching some old videos, and an old, it was kind of a documentary about moonshining, and NASCAR came on. And when I seen that, I was like, man. And then I seen an old 40 Ford in the video that it was done up just like this. And I was just like, ooh, inspiration, bam, there you go. So I took the kit and just kind of started, doing my own thing, doing my own take. All of you that has been following this build, I really appreciate it. Appreciate everybody's support on this and following the build. And so what I decided to do is just do an old moonshine runner, just an old car that would haul shine. And this is what I came up with. If you've been following the video, as far as the build up, I think this is part 4 now. And I did the interior, which I did I was just flocking around on a Friday, was doing the flocking on the interior. So everybody's seen the interior on it. And, but let's talk about the build for a little bit. A lot of things, I wanted to do just kind of a stock build, or box stock actually. So what I did was just once I got everything off of the trees, got everything cleaned up, the first thing I thought of was an old moonshine car that was local to me. The guy had it was a 40 Ford just like this. It was painted flat black. It was either flat black or the patina or the gloss had went away from the original paint job, and that was what was left on it. But this is how I remember the car. But oh my gosh, it had a beast of an engine in it. I remember he had a flathead. And I went a little different on the engine, but just kind of did my take on it. But I remember it had red Steelies, had baby moons, and a set of beauty rims on it, just like this. Interior was red, but you could hear that car coming for miles. I mean, he didn't have any exhaust on it at all. He ran straight exhaust from the heads all the way out. Didn't even have a muffler on it. But I remember that thing. It was a fire-breathing dragon. And that car, I remember it had I think it was either a 4 or a 3-speed. I think it was a 3-speed. And it would run. Oh my God, it would run. But Daddy always told me, he said, Fred, that guy right there is he's a moonshiner. Bootlegger is what Daddy always called him. He said, Freddie's a bootlegger, and I didn't know, back in my day when I was a kid, I didn't know what a bootlegger was. But this is what I remember about the car, and this is what inspired me to build this car. So let's pull off the hood right here, and let's get a look-see down inside here. This was actually the kit engine, and what I did was just the heads. My good friend, matter of fact, happy birthday to him, Monty Davis. Today's his birthday, December the 31st. If y'all aren't subscribed to him, get subscribed to him. Mr. Santa Claus is what we call him. But he sent me these Arden heads that he casted and said, "Pappy, you ought to put these in that moonshine runner." Done. So we got those. I got the engine fabbed up and everything. I'll turn the motor. I'll turn the car over here just in a second and show you all the underneath of it. But talk about the paint a little bit. The paint is just flat. It's NATO black out of the rattle can. Sprayed this after I primed it with Tamiya white, and just sprayed NATO. There's no flat on it. This is how it comes straight out of the can. So it's a very satiny type finish. The only thing that has gloss actually I sprayed some gloss. I taped off the running boards right here, and those have a glossy finish on those. So that's what made kind of the little difference in the way the coloration came out. But like I always say, it's not a hot rod till it has that tag right there on the back end of it. So we got it, did all the bare metal, anything that you see on this as far as the chrome spears down through here, anything on the, as far as the hood right there, that's all bare metal foil. And it was a pain in the butt to do. So, but anyhow, turned out really well. I really enjoyed really enjoyed this build. Let's flip it over on its side. Really all I did to the frame, if you followed been following the build, I cut a lot of the floor pan out and just left a bare frame. So I feel like that turned out very well. Just took the kit engine. I did lower the front end. I had to grind that front spring down some so I could get the stance on the car. As you can tell, like I always called it, it's always called the stink eye stance. So I got the tires and wheels tucked up under the fender well a little bit, so I've got a little front end rake on it, but I think it turned out pretty much well what I remember of the car back in the day. But just an old moonshine runner from the 40s, or a bootlegger's car, as my daddy used to call it. And let's put the hood back on that. But the interior, a lot of y'all watched me do the interior as far as the flocking and all the interior details when I had the interior still on it. So, but that's it right there. That's the AMT 1940 Ford moonshine runner. This is a lot of everybody that's been involved in the in this little build-off group build. It's been fun. I've been really enjoying seeing everybody's take as far as difference in the genre that that this kit can be built as, and it's got its quirks. I know Luca was showing some of the flaws in the kit the other day on his video. But I really, just taking this kit and, working through all the problems with it and, doing the best with what you got, coming out of the box. If you take your time, you can really have a top shelf model with this one. So, but it was fun, really. Everybody that was involved in the creation of this group build, really appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all having me in and letting me participate in this. But it's really been fun. Can't wait to see everybody else's take, how theirs comes out. There's a January 15th deadline on getting them finished. So I kind of squeaked by with about 15 more, but actually 16 days to go. So I think I think this will be my last build of the year. Possibly be pulling something else out of the stash and getting started on it here pretty soon. So, but anyhow, hope y'all enjoyed it. Really appreciate all the thumbs up and the great comments throughout this build. And folks, like I said, tonight's New Year's Eve. If you're drinking and driving or however you're gonna be ringing in the New Year, be careful. If you've been drinking and driving, hand those keys over to somebody that can drive. But anyhow, we'll see y'all back here in 2022. Remember, folks, if you can dream it, build it. God bless y'all. Pappy out of here.